Hollywood, California? Hello? This is John. Who's this?
John, it's Hollywood star and motorbike enthusiast Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor? How did you get my number?
Ed Sheeran.
Sheeran? Well, what's up?
Well, my mate Charlie Borman and I love watching the Grand Shamrock Tour every Sunday night. We especially love Caroline. But we had a few questions for you, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, sure. Anything for you guys.
What are we watching? An RV channel? A motorbike channel? Or an outdoor channel?
Well, a little bit of all three. I mean, we're still trying to have fun. I mean, we drew our inspiration from you guys. You know, first with the long way round and then long way down and back up again.
Yes, but you two went all the way from Mardi Gras to Maine. How did you ever come up with the idea? How did it come together? And what's next?
Oh, slow down, Obi-Wan. This is our season finale. I think all those questions are going to be answered right here. And make sure you stick around to the very end. That's where we tell you where we're going next.
Will do. Cheers, mate.
Cheers back at you, Ewan McGregor.
Hey, John, who's on the phone?
Oh, it was Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, he says hi. Welcome back, everybody, to the Grand Shamrock Tour season finale, take 3.
I'm Caroline.
And I'm John, and we want to thank Ewan for calling in here at the beginning of this episode. And I think you might call back.
Ewan's going to call back?
If anybody knows that you do. Yeah, he calls back at the end of this episode, so stay tuned to the very end. Why is it take 3? Well, it was that rain. Well, and that brings me to that. So
yeah.
There were some challenges that we faced along the way. We've won weather. I mean, we're getting a rainstorm right now wherever we are in our secret location. The first 2 takes were impossible. We did it, and it rained and rained and rained, and then the sun came out. We took off for a ride.
Well, there's lots to do out there, so we're going to sit around when the sun comes.
So back to take 3, and why this episode is going to be just a little bit different than the episodes we've given you here recently. This one is one we're going to give you a peek behind the curtain of how this has evolved. Well, It all started with a GoPro Hero 3 down there in the Gulf Coast between Pensacola
and Apalachicola.
A little adventure today. Took us a little bit to get here.
Cola Wars.
Cola Wars was not our best video. It was a little hazy.
It was horrible.
Well, it didn't get any better when the GoPro fell off your motorcycle.
No, it did not. But I did learn to get a new GoPro and how to attach it a little bit better.
Yeah, you did a great job.
I haven't lost it yet.
No, you have not. Yeah, it took 6 months and counting.
Well, so we did the first video. We liked it. We thought, hey, this will be fun. Let's try it. Let's plan something. And you always wanted to go to Maine.
Well, and you always wanted to go to Mardi Gras.
So it was a natural for us to plan, how do we get from Mardi Gras to Maine? Well, let's go to our consultant.
How do you get there, you ask? You take the San Diego Freeway to the Ventura Freeway to the Slauson Cutoff. Get out of your car, cut off your Slauson, get back in your car, and drive 4 miles.
Well, Art Curran is really not who we consult for our travel arrangements.
No, but I think your sons are going to laugh
I hope
at
so.
that one.
I hope so.
That's great.
So we'll pull out the big map and we'll route it this way. And so basically we're going to follow along the Gulf Coast and work our way up. We've got to get through Indiana because we had to have some work done on the Grand Shamrock, and then make it to our big rock up there in Maine.
Yeah, and we really wanted to see our son.
Oh yeah.
While we were in that area, and what a delight.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity. So along the way, we've had to make our plans. We had to do our particular roles. My job was to make SKIT content.
Oh. Wow, you make some good content, John.
Right.
You kept me busy.
Right, and Carolyn does all the heavy lifting with the editing and the music and everything. And for every 1 minute we're able to get out onto YouTube, it takes you about an hour and a half?
An hour per minute, I would say. And I really enjoy that editing process. I enjoy the music. And I enjoy just kind of being able to share.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful outlet for your creativity. But the other thing is that we've gone from
9 subscribers when we were down on the Gulf Coast.
Right, to almost 300 subscribers and over 14,000 views.
That's amazing.
So
thank you for that.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about that.
That is
And
great.
along the way, we've been able to do all the things we wanted to do, which was our hikes.
Oh, well, we've had a lot of hikes. I think my favorite hike, that episode of the Old Rag.
Right. We are at the top of Old Rag Mountain. And
Made it!
that was the hardest thing I think we've ever undertook. Would you agree?
Well, yeah.
Right.
We were in Shenandoah National Park. That was pretty special.
Right. It was really challenging and hard, and it was a beautiful episode. And so we encourage everybody to go back as we talk you through this. Go back and look at those videos so we don't have to repeat them for you or dwell on them. But it was a great video.
And who doesn't love Virginia?
Oh, Virginia's for lovers.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And how about you?
Well, for me, I don't think you can beat Acadia. Acadia has.
You're okay though. 3 points contact. I have to edit that out.
How are you there?
Good.
How much more do I got to go?
Oh, let's just go over the top here and then I don't know.
Acadia has such a variety of hikes, and boy, you're rewarded with some of the best views you can get, right? Yeah.
Cadillac Mountain. I mean, you can't beat the views
Beehive?
for all of that. Oh, the Beehive.
Yeah, the Beehive. Yep.
And Bubbles.
Oh, I love those. But it was just great.
Yeah.
And so that was the thing that we've been able to do is create these things with the things we do best, like riding bikes.
Right. So we've got 2 e-bikes. We load those in the back, and we do try to find some rails to trails or good bike paths.
Right.
I liked Alabama. We were able to use our bikes.
Oh.
That was pretty fun. It was the first time we'd actually seen elevation
A hill.
since.
I've seen a hill.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen a hill
Since
a
the
long
Gulf
time.
Coast.
When you
It's
get
very
down there
flat
in
down
Florida's
there.
flat.
That's true.
But again, one of the things that's great about that is we haven't had a whole lot of great bike rides until we got up here to Maine.
Wow. Yeah, those carriage roads, those are just, this side is spectacular.
Yeah, they're
for-
just
for
wonderful,
biking.
and everybody's enjoying them. Like it's nice to be amongst like-minded people too, and everybody's having a really good time. So yeah, that was fun. But for us, it's the Grand Shamrock Tour.
Well, it's the Grand Shamrock Tour
Which
for
is
a reason.
always about-
motorcycles.
Those Shamrock rides.
And just planning those routes. So I think my favorite really is riding the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah. But have you ever noticed that we park on a driveway and drive on a parkway?
Oh.
Thanks, George Carlin.
Well, I particularly like parkways too,
Pretty
because
nice.
they're really easy to ride.
Yeah.
Not as much traffic on this. I also like the Pontchartrain, the bridge
Oh, yeah,
over Lake
yeah.
Pontchartrain. That's pretty special.
Yeah, and then you made just a ride video there where you actually can go out there and
Yeah.
take the entire thing in and see the curvature of the earth drop off the horizon. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the views on either side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I couldn't beat the Natchez Trace. It was Parkway as well.
Yeah.
The Natchez Trace was probably the most serene. It's not a great motorcycle ride in a lot of ways. But gosh, I don't think we saw 18 people that whole day.
Yeah. If we saw more than a dozen, it's surprising
Yeah.
how quiet
Yeah.
and serene.
Yeah, and then
Really.
it's hard to beat the coast of Maine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're rewarded with those views everywhere you go around those corners.
Yeah, see, I told you I wanted to go to Maine.
Yeah.
And we're so glad we did.
I really am. It's
So we
just-
had a couple of episodes down in Maine trying to show just how beautiful those coastlines are and those
Yeah.
bays.
Yeah.
Your drone shots, John, were pretty good. Boy.
Well,
it's
I'm
hard to
gonna
show.
practice. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. You told me that if I get good enough, I can get if we get good enough at YouTube, I can have a new drone and you can get a microphone. So,
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
so we've had some great stays along the way, and I know, I think, I don't even have to guess, where was your favorite?
Well, it was Fairhope, Alabama. Well, it was brand new.
Hi, Toby.
And it was big and nobody in there.
Yeah.
It was just a couple of us.
Yeah. Well,
So we had some space, but for ourselves, for
Yeah.
a good.
fortunately for us,
so-
Fairhope had just opened, and they had been canceling reservations for 6 months straight because they didn't know when they were going to get to open. So we show up, and we're the only ones there, and it was spectacular.
Yeah, between that and the Gulf Coast and all the,
Yeah.
the bridges and ferries,
Yeah.
pretty dang good.
For me, it's a no-brainer. I loved Flockamoose Way.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah,
and
it was pretty quiet there.
well, Forest Ridge is as quiet as outer space.
Oh, I hope we don't have to figure out.
That's what I've been told.
going to
I mean, the
quiet-
only place quieter is outer space, but you can't RV there.
Yeah,
So,
but they still didn't have a moose.
well,
So, yeah.
she's obsessed with this moose. So that brings us to the end of what we had as probably one of the best times of our life, best season of our life, and being able to share it with you guys here is just a really, really great thing for us. Thank you for your engagement and what you're doing. So
Yeah.
what's next?
Well, what is next, John?
Well, I have a wedding to be on the
yeah.
West Coast in October.
It's
So I have
huge,
my
too.
sister's getting married, and I've got to be all the way. So I only got a couple of weeks to get there.
Well, you've got a few weeks to get there. I've got a son, and so do you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen for better part of a year and a half.
Way too long for me.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I know.
Really looking forward to
Looking forward
that.
to seeing you, Connor.
We will be doing some of our greatest hits as we go back. I mean, there
Oh,
were some things
good.
that we really enjoyed that we're looking forward to again. But
Oh, I've got
there's
some
things-
ideas
right.
of how we're going to plan.
right, but there are some things we haven't done.
Oh,
Do you believe in miracles?
I definitely believe in miracles.
I can't wait to share what's happening next.
Pretty good.
Yep.
And on that note, travel safe.
And we'll see you right after this phone call.
Oh.
Hollywood star and motorbike enthusiast Ewan McGregor? Hello, this is John.
John, it's Hollywood star and motorbike enthusiast Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I know, that's what it says on your caller ID. Oh, I get it. You just wrapped up the finale. And you want to get together, maybe go for a ride, swap some adventure stories, maybe grab a pint?
Well, no. I was wondering if I could speak with Carolyn. She seems amazing.
Yeah, sure. Carolyn, telephone.
The phone's for me?
Yeah, it's Ewan McGregor.
Oh. Hello, Ewan? Amazing?